What if the person manipulating you is someone you're supposed to trust? Family should be about love and support, but when manipulation enters the picture, it gets toxic, fast. Maybe it's a parent guilt-tripping you into decisions, a sibling who always plays the victim, or a relative who gaslights you into questioning your own reality. So how do you handle it? In this video, we'll go through real-life scenarios and the best psychological strategies to protect yourself without guilt. Manipulative family members rarely argue with logic. Instead, they use emotions as weapons. A classic example is gaslighting, where they rewrite history to make you doubt yourself. You might hear things like, "I never said that. You're just imagining things." Then there's guilt tripping, where they make you feel like you owe them something. "After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me." Or maybe they constantly play the victim, turning every situation against you. "I guess I'm just a terrible parent." And when all else fails, they use the silent treatment, disappearing for days just to make you feel guilty. If you find yourself walking on eggshells around someone in your family, constantly feeling drained or guilty, that's a red flag. One of the hardest things to do with manipulative family members is setting boundaries, because they know exactly how to push your buttons. So, how do you do it? Start by being clear and direct. Instead of engaging in arguments, say something like, "I won't discuss this topic anymore." No explanations, no debates, just a firm line. If they keep pushing, use the broken record technique. Repeat your stance, calmly, over and over. "I understand you feel that way, but I'm not discussing this." Eventually, they'll run out of ways to push you. Expect pushback. Manipulators will test your boundaries, acting hurt, or making you feel selfish. But here's the truth. Just because they're upset doesn't mean you did something wrong. Boundaries aren't about controlling them. They're about protecting yourself. Once you set a boundary, manipulative family members will try every trick to break it. That's where defensive tactics come in. One of the most effective is the gray rock method. Respond with short, emotionless answers so they lose interest. If they try to provoke you, just say, okay. No reaction means no fuel for their manipulation. Another great tactic is deflect and redirect. Instead of getting drawn into arguments, switch topics. "I'm not discussing this. How was your day?" It throws them off and shuts down the manipulation. For more aggressive manipulators, try reverse questioning. Turn their tactics back on them. "Why do you feel the need to control my decisions?" This forces them to justify their behavior instead of you defending yourself. And if all else fails, walk away. The ultimate power move is to leave the conversation completely. No reaction is the one thing manipulators can't control. Sometimes no amount of boundaries or strategies can fix a toxic relationship. So how do you know when it's time to walk away completely? If the manipulation turns into emotional or physical abuse. If they refuse to respect your boundaries no matter how many chances you give them. If every interaction drains your mental health more than it benefits you. Cutting ties doesn't mean you don't love them. It means you love yourself enough to step away from the damage. Have you ever dealt with a manipulative family member? Drop a comment below. You're not alone. Let's share stories and strategies together. And if you want more dark psychology insights on manipulation and how to defend yourself, subscribe now, because knowledge is power.